Good morning, Math 3 students. This is Mrs. Arndt. If you're thinking to yourselves, wow, Mrs. Arndt sounds really bad, it's only because I sound really bad. I'm at home with strep throat, which I did not know you could get as an adult. It is bad news. Okay, so here we go. We are finishing up Module 4 here at the beginning of the semester. We're working with rational expressions and functions. Yesterday you watched a video on adding and subtracting rational functions. So if you look in your packet on the second page, what we're seeing here is a problem where we need to complete the table by filling out the different pieces. And they give us some examples with numbers, such as 2/3 plus 1/7. And the first step is to determine the factors needed for a common denominator. So typically what we will do is we will multiply each fraction by the denominator of the other fraction, but we have to do it both on top and on bottom so that we don't change the value. We're just changing the way that it looks, but not changing what it's equal to. So 7/7 will change what it looks like, but it won't change the value because we're just multiplying by 1. So in our rational expression in the next column, the 3/x plus 7, we're going to multiply using the opposing or other denominator, x minus 4, on top and bottom. The same is true for the 4/x minus 4 expression. What we use is the denominator from the opposing fraction. So what do we do then? Well, we need to multiply on the top. So we'll multiply through, and we'll actually go through and distribute 3 times x and the 3 times the -4. On the denominator, I don't recommend multiplying. I do recommend just leaving it in the factored form. So once again, on the top, the 4 times the x, which is 4x, and the 4 times the 7, which is 28. And once again, just leave what's in the denominator. So again, that was multiplying just the top. The second piece then is to actually go through and add the tops together. The denominator, we just have one of those. When we're adding fractions, that denominator doesn't change. So 14/21 plus 3/21 is a total of 17/21. So when we go through the adding process, we need to look for like terms. The 3x plus the 4x is 7x. The -12 plus the 28 is +16. And once again, our denominator is x plus 7 times x minus 4. And it doesn't matter which order those, those factors are in. You could certainly go through and multiply and distribute those, but you do not need to. One reason that it might be helpful to leave it in the factored form is in the event that the numerator could be factored, you might find that something cancels out. But in this case, 7x plus 16 doesn't factor. They don't have any common factors to pull out. So that is our final answer. If you skip ahead a couple of pages, there is a subtraction example using some numbers. The process is exactly the same as addition. The only thing to watch out for is that we will have an expression minus an expression. And so you have to be careful to subtract everything in the second expression. And so just watch out for that. Otherwise, every step is exactly the same. In spite of what it says on the board, your only homework is the 4.5 set. It's just what's in your packet. So it's numbers 5 through 11. Complete that, and that is your homework for the day. Feel free to work together, ask each other, especially when you run into those multiplication and division problems. That's where you would have to start by factoring every expression and see if there are things that cancel out. Good luck out there.